Softball with Sandy Pearsall once again on CardsTV. I'm Sean Moth. Good to see you again. And Coach, we go back to the Kentucky game. It was almost too good to be true that this senior class could go undefeated against the Wildcats.
Yeah.
And with the team they have this year, playing at home and being a little disappointed with their loss at our place, you guys got off to a great start, put up a big inning, but a couple errors and some walks really hurt you in a big inning for them that ended up being the difference.
Yeah. I mean, I really can't fault my offense or anything. I thought they did a great job. I thought we came out on fire and we did exactly what we were supposed to do. And, you know, unfortunately, Carolisa struggled and, you know, she wasn't completely healthy and that didn't help her. And, you know, next thing you know, we find ourselves a little behind. And then, you know, they made a great pitching change because Riley's a very good pitcher and certainly has done well in the SEC. So, you know, they made a good decision. And then from there on, then it was kind of, we had to play catch up. And again, we still were able to get something on them. And I really look at that, and you know, I know their team was highly motivated because they haven't beaten us, and their senior class had not won a game against us. So that's a lot of motivation at home. Good crowd, kind of a little bit of a hostile crowd for the first time for us to experience. I think a lot of our freshmen did a great job, and you know, certainly Katie Petrino came through again for us. Yeah,
she did. The final home weekend was Providence, and Mother Nature was the winner. But the Cards were able to win the game you played, and it was a game you had to have. And the best news to come out of it is Tori Collins, if memory serves, a 4-hitter. I think she walked just 1, maybe struck out 7. So not only did she come back, but she came back very well.
Yeah, and you know, Providence is a good hitting team. I mean, you look at their stats; they're very good. They 43 home runs. Not too many teams can post 43 home runs. That's a pretty tough thing to do. So when you look at that and their offense, she did a very good job. There were a couple of deep hit balls, but they just didn't get out. And then, you know, we made some great plays defensively out there, making some great catches. And so, you know, that kind of helped us out of that. But on the other side of it, again, we did what we needed to do. And certainly great to have Tori back on the mound and throwing because she, you know, looks good for somebody who really hasn't thrown in 3 weeks practically at all. No question.
And she will get some rest because with the rain out, which ironically kind of evened the standings playing field because it seems like everybody's lost a game or two. But, of course, now it's your bye week. So good news pitchers, bad news hitters. The hitters are going to be a little rusty maybe when you come back against Georgetown next Wednesday, but maybe it is time needed off for especially your pitching staff.
Yeah, I mean, we definitely need it for our pitching staff, and this is not something we want to be in. We don't like this big bye. Unfortunately, it's part of the Big East, and ours comes at a horrible time because can't schedule midweek because of finals, and then now we have this. So it's just a horrible timing. And I feel our hitters are going to lose a little bit, but on the other side of it, we've hit for quite a few months now, so hopefully it won't be that much. And in some cases, I look at it this way, in some cases it might help them because they're in a little bit of a slump. They're a little bit too much in their heads right now. They need to get out of that. So in some cases it will be good for those guys. And then, as I said, our pitching staff, a couple of our infielders are a little banged up too, so all these things are going to be helpful getting us healthy for the last push.
Well, and there are enough kids on this team that can roll out of bed and hit. So I have to believe that finishing up finals, having that relief behind them to be able to focus solely on softball and a little bit of a break to just rejuvenate and refresh might be great timing for you as you guys have a Georgetown team that's played well at home and a Syracuse team that kind of an enigma this year. They've been a little hard to figure out. You saw them earlier this season. But there's a little revenge in your mind because of what they did in the championship last year. Yeah,
I mean, it's a great time for us to, you know, kind of be coming off of this because, as I said, we get the rest and our kids are done with school. And when we went to UK the next day, I think every player on my team practically had at least 1 to 2 tests the next day. So that next Thursday was really rough for a lot of our team. And then, you know, of course, finals week. So this is great that we can be done. And there's no question. We have to go into Georgetown. We have to play well. They're not a team that you can overlook. They do win some games against the big teams. You know, they may not be at the top of the conference, but they're one of those spoiler kind of teams, so we have to be careful with them. And then, yes, Syracuse, going into Syracuse, a team that definitely has good talent, definitely has good pitching, but has had some struggles throughout the year. And as you said, we did see them earlier. We know what to expect. And we just got to come and play hard that weekend. You know, we just got to take care of business, hit the ball well, be aggressive in the zone, play great defense like we've been doing. and hopefully get some great innings from Tori, and hopefully we get Carolisa back, because it'll just be those 2 pitchers on the road with us that week.
And of course, the other thing you know to expect is that Syracuse this time of year can still be a little frigid, so it may not be spring-like weather. We'll see what happens.
I don't know that we'll be too happy about that, but yeah, last year they had snow out at that weekend, yeah.
Well, we shall see. The good news is following that, the Cards will be hosting the Big East Championship, and when we get together next time, we will preview that. We'll have all the seatings, and we'll let you know what to expect, give you some ticket information as well. In the meantime, we wish you and the team safe travel. Best of luck.
Thank you.
For Sandy Pearsall, I'm Sean Moth. We will talk to you next time, and you know where to find us, right here on Cards TV.